Hi everyone, welcome to Love and Light Tarot. I hope you all are doing well. Thank you so much for connecting with me on this channel. I really appreciate all the support and I do go through all the comments as well. So keep them coming. And in today's reading, I am going to find out what would the person on your mind like to tell you. So this could be a crush, this could be somebody that you have just recently started talking to, maybe on social media, a dating app, or this could be somebody that you are in a relationship with. So just take it how it applies. Don't force any of the messages in your situation. If it's flowing freely, if you know that it's resonating, it means that it's meant for you. And if it doesn't feel like your situation, just ignore the reading and check out another reading. All right, Spirit, show me what does the person on my viewer's mind feel about them right now, their feelings right now about my viewer. Their feelings right now, please. All right, thank you. Ooh. This person, right off the bat, I'm getting a channeled message that this person got overwhelmed with your connection and they went their separate way. Or you got overwhelmed and you decided to just go your separate way. Take it how it applies, okay? You can flip the energies if the reading resonates the other way around. This is a collective reading, this is a general reading, so it has the collective energies of everybody who's watching it at any point of time. So whoever feels drawn to this reading, whoever connects with this particular video, their energy obviously is going to be there in some amount, okay? So take it like, as an average. When you calculate the average in a mathematics problem, it's sort of like that, okay? We have the average of everybody's energies, so some messages may apply to you and some may not, okay? I'm getting a sense of too much of emotions, overwhelmed feeling. Somebody is waiting for something, somebody's running away from something. And literally, when I'm saying this, I get the Hermit card. Somebody is running away. They cannot handle this affection. They cannot handle the love. Strange. All right. What I'm getting here is, okay, now let me do one thing, okay? Let me simplify the reading. I'm going to call these two people, person A and person B. And you can decide if this reading is resonating with you. You can decide whether you are person A or you're person B. All right, I think that would make things simpler instead of saying you and your person and you not knowing whom actually it's resonating with, okay? So person A is overwhelmed. And person B has a lot of love for person A, which they may have openly expressed, or they definitely make it obvious in their body language, the way they speak, the way they behave, whether it's knowingly or unknowingly. Person A definitely has picked up on these vibes, on these energies, that person B is madly in love with them. The issue here is that person A is also equally in love with person B. I don't see this as a one-sided love, okay? I see that both people in this situation, A and B, are equally fond of each other. It may or may not be love at this point, okay? Love generally develops over a period of time for most people, so I would not call it love, but you have extreme affection for each other. You like each other. You are fond of each other. The problem I see in this connection is that person A is running away from those emotions, those feelings, and person B is very upfront about those feelings. Person A is in denial. They don't want to acknowledge that they have developed these feelings for person B. Person B has always been very open and vocal about it. Or they are at least not trying to hide their feelings the way person A is hiding. Now, person A seems to have run away from this connection in the past, or probably right now. I think this has happened at least a couple of times. If this is a new connection, it could be the first time, but if this connection is relatively older, maybe a few months old or something like that, this person has already ghosted and run away from this connection multiple times, and they come back. So person A is in this situation where they cannot make up their mind whether they want to stay in this connection or they just want to run away forever. They run away, then they can't stay away from person B, so they come back again. They try to have some sort of a connection, they get overwhelmed, they get all jittery and unsettled, and they run away again. Now, person B is actually quite irritated because of this, because it's a very uncomfortable and irritating situation where you have to keep dealing with this person who keeps ghosting you and coming back and breadcrumbing you, showing you affection, ghosting you again. It's like, just tell me once and for all, what do you want? Do you like me or do you not like me? Do you want to stay in this connection? You don't want to stay in this connection. Just let me know so that I get clarity where I stand with you. On one side, you can see that person A likes person B, but they are not ready to face their feelings, or they are not ready to acknowledge the fact that they also like person B. And that is extremely irritating for person B, because they don't know whether to hang in there, they don't know whether to move on from this connection, whether to start dating somebody else. It's a very sticky situation for both the people, because neither can you stay away from each other completely. So there is constantly that push and pull and that runner chaser energy going on here. What would person A like to tell person B? What would person A like to tell person B? Ooh, all right. I need something to hide this image because YouTube will ban me for the images. All right. So person A would like to tell person B that they got into this connection rather recklessly. Okay, they did not give it too much of a thought. Person A found person B extremely attractive. They found person B to be absolutely this amazing person with whom they can have a good time, they can get to know each other. There was this instant attraction, there was infatuation. Person A wanted to get physically intimate with person B because there is absolutely intense chemistry between the two of you. Okay, but person A did not think about what would happen few days, few weeks, or few months from the point where they entered your life. They were just taking it one day at a time. Person A was like, I don't want to think about the future. I don't want to think about the consequences. I will just have a good time with person B today, and that's it. Whatever happens tomorrow, I'll deal with it. I'm not going to think too much about that. So person A may have been very on and off with you. One day probably they spent talking to you very nicely, and then the next day they were busy doing something else. You did not get a single text from them. You were probably waiting. You tried to call them, you tried to text them, and they were like, hey, I'll talk to you later. I'm busy with something. And you found that hot and cold behavior rather alarming, but you still tried to make peace with it, that okay, maybe that's the way they are. So person B was hanging in there. Person B could see that A was actually being very in and out, very unpredictable, hot and cold, almost like a player kind of an energy that I'm picking up on. Okay, but B was still holding on. For some people, this may have been a situation that started 3 weeks ago. For some people, it could be 3 months ago, but I see a fairly new connection here. Okay, this is not a very old relationship that I'm seeing. For this specific reading, what I see is that this could be an online connection, this could be a social media connection, something that started off instantly. You had not planned on doing that. You probably saw this person online, this person saw you, they probably clicked on your profile, if this was a dating app or if this was any other social media app. They just found your profile and they found it very attractive. They sent you a friend request, or probably they slid in your DMs. They started talking to you on an impulse. They had no clue that this particular connection would lead to anything. For them, it was just a very, very simple, superficial chat. Just a hi, how are you? Hey, let's catch up sometime. Let's get to know each other. That's it. So person A was actually doing that, and person B was also doing that. But then one thing led to another, and you started talking to each other. There were daily phone calls, there were daily messages, you started getting used to each other, and somewhere person B started expecting a little more out of this connection. Person A always knew that they were going to ghost you. This is where it gets painful. Okay, now this is exactly where it gets painful. Person A knew that they were going to move away. They knew right from day one that they were not going to stay in this connection, and that is the reason they were taking it one day at a time. They were not making any future plans. They were very in and out with their plans, even if it was just planning a date, a simple coffee date. They were very in and out. They never really took effort to plan anything. They were very casual about it. They called you last minute to ask probably, hey, I'm somewhere in and around your area, would you like to catch up? And you, person B, probably thought, like, is that the way you ask somebody out on a date? Like, seriously? Is that how casually you ask somebody out on a first date? You still kept ignoring those red flags because you thought that maybe this person is impulsive, maybe I'm overthinking, maybe I'm overanalyzing, I should not jump to conclusions, I should not judge somebody by these trivial things. So you just let a lot of things slide in this connection. One fine day, I see that this person may have cut off communication. Okay, person A was probably giving you hints which you could not understand. Person B was probably giving them a lot of benefit of doubt. But then there came a point where person A ghosted them, they walked out, or they were very cold, they were ruthless, and this situation came to a standstill. This connection probably broke, this connection probably shattered, or it just came to a standstill where you just stopped talking to each other eventually, without really getting a closure or any kind of a clarity from each other. So let's see what person A is now telling person B. What is person A telling person B? Person A wants to tell person B that they have realized that this connection is much more than just a fling. This is what person A has been scared of, because person A has been a player. With the Seven of Swords, I can see very clearly that they had kept their options open. They were probably two-timing person B all along. They probably were talking to somebody else. They were probably hooking up with somebody else already. They had all these, I don't know what the term is, maybe call it a side chick or whatever, but they had all these people around, and they were, chatting with people, they were planning dates with other people, they were casually hooking up with other people, and that is why they never took this connection with person B so seriously, and they ghosted person B. Now, person A is of course not going to come and tell person B upfront that they were juggling this connection with other people. But if I have to tell you what's going on in person A's mind, is that person A has now realized that person B is much more than all these flings that this person was juggling with, right? Person B turned out to be a serious potential partner and not just a fling. So, although person A tried to push away person B and tried to treat them like just a casual fling or some hookup or something which was meant to last just a few days, eventually person A realized that that's not true, because they would like to see person B as a permanent part of their life. When I say permanent part of their life, it doesn't necessarily have to turn into an engagement and marriage and children and things like that. It could also be just a committed, exclusive relationship between two people, okay? This is something that person A is extremely terrified of, because this is an experience which is very new, very different for person A. They are not used to having these kind of stable, strong, emotionally compatible connections with people. They are used to these casual flings, they are used to flirting, they are used to having 10 other options. So now this situation has become scary for person A, and they are not able to tell this to you. Let us see what person A plans to do next. What is person A planning to do next? Spirit, show me please. Show me 3 cards please for person A's intentions and actions. Thank you. Oh, they're still confused, and I got the 2 of Cups, the World card, and Moon. They have a lot of love for you. Okay, again, let me say, I'm not going to call it love, because love takes time to develop and flourish. So let us just call it affection at this point of time, okay? What they have is a lot of affection, intense chemistry. If you have already been physically intimate with each other, they are thinking about it constantly. They want it again. But now they are scared. They don't know where this thing is going. They don't know what to do next. They want to end any kind of misunderstanding, miscommunication between the two of you. I cannot show you the image on this card for obvious reasons, but this is the World card. The World card is basically an indication of learning lessons, okay? It's about closing toxic patterns. It's about learning lessons and moving on towards better times. It's all about closing a chapter, closing a cycle, and moving towards something better after having learned lessons. They may have realized that what they were doing all these years, these casual hookups, the flirting and having a good time, and see, I'm not judging anybody, but there comes a point in everybody's life where they start questioning their own choices. They start questioning the things that they have done in the past, and they start asking themselves, is this something that I would like to do in the future as well? Now person A has started asking themselves all these questions, and they are learning from this phase. Although you may not be in communication right now, or there is barely any communication between you, you have left that impact on person A, where their life seems to be changing. They are thinking about these important things. They are introspecting about their own choices. And it's very, very scary. They don't know what lies ahead, because now, after ghosting you and after being mean and rude to person B, now person A is not even sure whether person B wants them back. They are not sure whether person B is interested, or have they moved on, have they started dating anybody else, and they don't know how to approach person B now, because they have already made a fool of themselves. So person A is in that kind of a confusion where they want to move towards person B, they want to explore the possibility of a stable connection, they want to learn lessons and probably mend their own behavior, but now they are scared of person B's reaction. They would like to tell person B that they want to move forward and move towards person B and probably explore what lies ahead in this connection. They don't want to give you any promises right now because they have already made a fool of themselves once. They may have given person B a lot of false promises and said a lot of nice mushy things and flattering things, and they were exposed. Person A was exposed because person B called out this BS. They called out person A about their behavior. So now person A is in this dilemma where they don't know how to approach person B and what exactly to say, because person B may not trust them anymore. I'm going to close this reading with just 3 cards now. Oh, we have Justice, Hangman, and Two of Wands. This person will need a little bit of time, okay? Person A wants to tell you that they want to restore balance in this connection. They want justice in this connection. They know that they have been unfair to person B, but they are stuck right now. They are just waiting there. They are hanging there and they are observing the situation. Let them think about it. Let them introspect. Person B should not in any case chase person A. Okay, they should just completely live their own life, mind their own business, and let person A figure out what they want to do. If person B constantly keeps an eye on what person A is doing, constantly keeps making their presence felt or asking them, have you decided anything? Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to meet up? Do you want to sort out anything? It looks extremely needy, clingy. It looks like you are trying desperately. So if you are person B, I would definitely tell you not to reach out to person A at all. No matter how long it takes, just do not reach out. Continue living your life. Get busy with your work, get busy with your friends, go out, plan whatever you want to do in your life, but just do not stay stuck. Person A is already stuck. I can see that. They have not completely walked away. They are still stuck. They are thinking of the possibilities. They are thinking of their future actions. Let them think about it. Let them arrive to a conclusion and let them take this decision of moving towards you. They will do it eventually. For most people in this pile, if this reading has resonated so far, I can tell you that person A is going to eventually contact person B. Now, whether person B wants to let them again in their life or not is a completely different thing. It's a different issue altogether. But person A definitely wants to come towards person B. They are just gathering the strength. They are making up a plan. They are thinking about their own life choices, whether they can handle this situation, how to handle this situation, what to do in this situation. Let them take their own time, let them figure out, and then let them take that step forward. For some people, there could be a communication or some sort of action in the next 2 days or 2 weeks. Okay? It totally depends. It totally depends, okay, because you all are at a different a different what do you call it, a different step in this journey. I don't know, sometimes I just cannot think of words. You get the point, right? You are at different stages in this journey. Yeah, stages, all right. You are at different stages in this journey. Let's just put it that way. So for some people, there could be communication coming within 2 days. For some people, this could be 2 weeks. For some others, I see it could be around 11 to 12 days even, okay? Or the 11th or the 12th of a month. That could be significant. If there is a birthday coming up or if something like that, they just might reach out on that specific date just as an excuse to, restart the communication between the two of you. So that's what I see here, and I hope this reading resonated. I hope you found it useful. I got a comment the other day saying, do not make such lengthy readings. Yes, I get it. Sometimes it can be a little boring, and if it does get boring for you, if it does not resonate with your situation, and if you feel that this is not something which is useful, of course you can click off the video. The issue here is that I cannot cut short my readings, because when Spirit is telling me all these messages, I am basically the medium, I am the messenger. Okay, so I have to continue saying all these things when Spirit is telling me. I cannot say, okay, enough, Spirit, I don't want to listen to you, just cut it short. I want to make a video which is just 15 minutes long, and I'm only going to do that much. So when Spirit tells me messages, I have to continue saying it till the time I'm getting that message, till the time I'm channeling it. If Spirit wants to give me more and more and more information about this, there is no way I can stop them right there and say, okay, enough, I've heard enough. All right, so that is the situation. I just wanted to clarify. So if you would prefer short readings, I have a lot of short readings every day on my Instagram channel. I post at least 2 to 3 videos on different topics. So if you would like to get shorter readings, of course you can follow my Instagram posts. And regarding the YouTube readings, I already told you that it's not really up to me. I will definitely try to make the videos as compact as possible, but sometimes you just can't help it, because there are so many messages that Spirit wants to convey through me. I am just like a postman, right? I'm just conveying those messages. I'm the messenger. So I just need to go on till the time Spirit is done. Okay? That's it. So all right, so today's reading, I think we can just say that we have wrapped it up. And let me know, do drop a heart or any other emoji that you would like, or claim this reading, or let me know whether it was helpful. I love to hear your feedback, and I will see you again for another reading. Till then, take care all of you. Love and light to all. Bye bye for now. Namaste.